All right. Assalamu alaikum again. Let's start over. We started with Salesforce platform basics and we installed a package last time. I'm going to go over very quickly the next topic, which is discover use cases for the platform. I hope you have read it. If you have not, then I'll give you 5 minutes to read that. And once you have done, let me know the answers to the questions. And if there are any questions, please raise your hands. One, what identifying process to bring into Salesforce? Look for A, manual processes with numerous steps. B, email-driven processes. All of them? Okay, what are the 3 use cases for finance on the platform? Okay, everybody good with that? Any questions on this? Cool. Salesforce architecture. Anyone has any questions on this? I think we talked about sales, marketing, and service cloud, different product last time. Okay, were you guys able to watch the video? All right, question number 1. Our trusted multi-tenant cloud means you get all of the above. Everybody got that? Yes, it is. The benefits for all customers, upgrades 3 times a year, and you don't need to install any software. It is cloud-based. Okay, what is the Salesforce API? It's a contract between 2 pieces of software so they can talk to each other. They can link to each other. Okay. Okay, and what is metadata? Data about data. Data about data. Okay, the first part of setup that is we know is object manager. We looked at object manager. It is the place where we can create objects, fields, and all those things. And the second part is the setup. So basically, essentially, when you see the screen of setup, you see 3 things. You see this part, which is the setup menu. Then you see the object manager, and then you see the main window where, you basically see the most recently used stuff and stuff like that. All right. These things here, which are in setup, like company information, users, profiles, all these things, we will get into more detail. But anybody has any questions, like, for example, anything that they're confused, they can, maybe I can answer those. Cool. All right. Okay, company information page. What do you find here? All of them. Did anybody go and look at it, company information page? Where is it? So when you go here in your setup, right? If you start typing company, I have to type a little more. You'll find company information right here. And the information you find here, the details about the organization, the licenses that any certain company has purchased from Salesforce, and permission sets. Again, we're going to do all this in very, very detail. What are permission set licenses? What are other licenses? So for every feature that Salesforce offers, there are licenses that a lot of times they need to be purchased. All right. Okay, so what are the 3 main categories in the setup? That's easy. Administration, platform, and settings. See? Okay. Okay. What's the easy way of looking for what you need in setup? That's what I just did, right? Type the first few letters and you'll find it. All right. Awesome. Okay. App Exchange. Anybody try to go into App Exchange and see what it is? And that is something that's going to come very later in your, learning journey, that, what different third-party apps that we can use. A lot of times right now, we will try to understand what the Salesforce offers. But just like your phone, right? There are things that come with your phone, which is already there. And then you need apps. Like, for example, your phone might come with a notes app, for example, or a calendar app. but you need more features. You just don't need the calendar app that the Samsung or Apple phone provides. You need some more options in there. You might need some extra scheduling or something. So what do? You go to the App Store to look for an app that can give you an enhanced something, right? Same is the case with Salesforce. A lot of stuff we have already, which is either out of the box or Salesforce provides us with the licenses for that. We can purchase it from Salesforce. But then there are other third-party companies that have developed apps that can be used with Salesforce. And it could be like a wide variety of stuff. It could be maybe Outlook Sync. It could be like what they say, for example, right now what I can see here, connector for Jira. So if you're using Jira, you need a Salesforce connector for that. You can use that. Duplicate management. Salesforce does come with it's out of the box duplicate management tool. Duplicate management means like, when you enter data into Salesforce, a lot of times I entered something, but I did not know that somebody has already entered it. So how would we know? So Salesforce does come with a duplicate management facility, but it may or may not be enough for some companies. So they use some third-party apps for that as well. Okay, so that is what App Exchange is. Let me go. Okay. Did you actually do that? The App Exchange app? You did? Do you have to install this for this? Okay, no, okay, for quiz, you don't actually need to install this. All right. So our best practice is to develop a plan, include budget, timing. Yeah, okay. When you want to find an app after you install it, installed packages, that's right. All right, let's move on. This is good. Let's move on to our next one, which we had. All right, what is a user? Anyone? Somebody who's using a license in a Salesforce. That is your user. Okay. What do we need for a user? To add a user, what do we need? Username, license. That's right. So yeah, so these are the things that whenever we are adding username, then there are certain things that we have to, like those are the mandatory fields like last name, it's license type. Those are the mandatory fields, and the rest are actually, you can. So like, for example, if I go from here, and if you see here, the users, and if I want to add a new user, the ones that are marked as red, we have to add them. But sometimes if I'm adding a user, a few of them auto-populates. Like, for example, it's going to auto-populate the nickname, so you don't have to, or alias, I think it auto-populates. But for role, if it is none specified, it works, but you have to select a user license and a profile. A user cannot be without a profile. It has to have a profile, okay? So that's what we do. All right. All right, so first question, a username must? Yeah. Okay, when you create a user, you can? All right, so if you guys have not done this, you can, start doing right now as well. All right, I do plan to go through security and access stuff maybe in the upcoming session, because that's a very long topic to do where we know, yes. The problem is when I bring this closer, it makes noise. So yeah, that's the problem. I have to bring it down. Okay. So yeah, so we do plan to do more about what exactly is sharing, what is org defaults, what is, profile level sharing, what is permission sets. See, that's what happens. There are, yes, different ways of sharing is like, first you can set the defaults for the organization. It could be either private org. So that means if I own a certain thing, nobody else can see, only I can see it. But on the other hand, you can go all the way to public. That means everybody sees everything in the organization. That is, we can set the defaults. Then there's something which they call role hierarchy. Role hierarchy means that if I am this level and somebody's above me, he can see for everybody who's below me and not something that's above. So role hierarchy doesn't have to be the same which is in your company. You can have a totally different role hierarchy in Salesforce and a different role hierarchy, which is in your company. It doesn't have to match, but a lot of time it does match, okay? So, okay. So now if you have a private model, which is you set up right here in your org level defaults, and you want to share something, then there are certain ways of doing it. Number one is what is we call manual sharing. Like, you just share your record with certain, you can share with individuals, you can share with groups, okay? And the other thing is you create rules. Okay, if this happens, share with this person. If this record is, for example, is in Asia, share with this group of people. If it is from Europe, share it with this group of people. There's going to be a lot of different things. Okay, if this business is more than, I don't know, 1 million, share it with this group of people. So yeah, there could be different rules that we can set up for sharing. I talked about right now, sharing model, private to public, all the way. Okay, there is record level sharing and there is also field level security. That means, okay, I can see the record. And you guys remember when I talked about what's a record and what's a field, right? Object, record, field, object, record, field, right? So you can open the record, but what can you see inside a record? Can you see all the fields? Or like, for example, I don't want everybody to see the amount field, for example. I don't want everybody, I want people to see the name and the email address, but I don't want them to see the address of the person. It's possible. So we can also lock them down on the field level. So that is another kind of security. Okay, but yes, again, there is an entire module on security, which we will go through. Okay, so let's get to the quiz. Field level security. Yeah. How can you manage record level access? All the above, exactly. All right, we got this. Let's go back. And to our next one, I think the next one that we had was, we did the data model one. There you go. All right, and I think most questions that came, especially the office hour that I did, was about, especially the relationship one. People had questions on that. Okay. All right, so custom and standard objects. Okay. We know what's an object, right? By now, everybody knows what's an object. Okay. And now inside object, again, we have records, and all the records, they have fields. Okay. Objects can be custom or standard. What's the difference? Sorry, say again.
Custom is what we make according to the.
Custom is that we create. The standard one, it comes out of the box. Okay, what else? Any other difference? Somebody was saying something.
Custom objects have permissions.
No, all of them have permissions.
Special functionality. Custom objects.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So, so there are certain standard objects that come with Salesforce. You cannot delete a standard object. You can rename it, you can remove it, but you can't delete it. Custom object, you can create it, you can rename it, you can delete it as well. Okay, so that is one of the main differences. Okay, name certain standard objects. Accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, cases. Okay, cool. All right, did you create the custom object? Okay. Actually, some people were complaining about that they were not able to create this property custom object. I think there was one person, and then I saw that and kind of I realized that it already came with the package. And that was the reason why you were not able to create that. Okay, yeah, I did not know that. But yeah, let me see. So we go and we can search here. If it's already there, then we will not be property. It's already here. Okay. All right. Okay, fields. What are fields? Fields is like more, if you need more information inside that object, so that is basically your fields. Again, fields are also standard fields and custom fields. Can a standard object have custom fields?
Yes.
Yes, we can have custom fields in standard objects and in custom objects. Okay, again, what is the difference between a standard field and a custom field? Mm-hmm. We create. Okay, and it's the same thing. We cannot delete standard field. We can rename it. We can remove it from the page, but we cannot delete it. Whereas with our custom fields, yeah, we cannot. So fields, another important thing about it, that they come with something called data type.
Yes.
So there are a bunch of different data types that Salesforce offers, which is number, text, text area, checkbox, currency, number. So yeah, so all these. We cannot change the data type of standard fields, but we can change the data type of certain custom fields, but it depends on, like, for example, you can't change a number field into a, I think, text, because especially if you already have a data in there, or a pick list field to, I think, something, because if already has a data, then it's not going to change. So there are certain things that we have to see in there. Okay. So, okay. All right, I think we already have this field already there as well, the price field. Was it already there? They might have changed the name or a little bit of, if you change, like, for example, if we can have the same name for objects, but we cannot have a same field name. The field name that ends with __ s, like, for example, if it's exact the same field name, it's not going to create it. But if it's the same label, it can create it. Okay. So what's the difference between this field label and field name, or object label or object name? That's also something that's good to know right now. Label is something that you're going to see on your, which we call UI, which is available on whenever you open it, you will see it. Field name is something that goes in the backend in your code. So whenever you're writing code, they're going to use this __ C, and __ C means it's a custom one. The ones that are standard ones, they will not come with __ C. And there are like other ones as well. For example, if it's an external object, then it will have __ I forgot, E, I think. But yeah, that's different. Okay. So, but just to go back, for example, if I go to Object Manager and I open this standard one, and if I go to fields here, you can see here, this is not coming up with __ C. This one comes with __ C because that's a custom one. Okay. So if I can go back to the property one, which we created. There is a price field right there. So it's not going to create price. Unless, they said asking price and the field name is price. So yeah, so that's also already there. All right. We all have this Dreamhouse app open. Let's go to properties object. Okay. Who wants to create a new record for me here? Come on. I need to create a new record here. Okay. You want to come? Yeah. I don't know if I remember. You have to create an object day and night when you start working. So yeah, so let's do that. I'll try my best. There you go.
Oh, this is not selecting. Okay, it's working now. The mouse.
Okay, so yeah, you need to basically, okay,
It's working.
so I can see. Thanks. Okay, so you were fine. You were there in the property one. That was fine. It's okay. Okay, let's go. Let's start from the beginning. Let's go from that Dream something app. You can also view all. Go to view all. Okay, and now you can find that app,
Dreamhouse.
Dreamhouse. Yes, there you go. Okay. Now you go to your properties.
Yeah.
And now you do new.
New. Thank you. Property name. Should I take it as LCIC?
You can do this one, or you want to have a new one.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Did we add the price? There's a price there. So you
Should
can
I
add it
edit?
to asking price right here. You can click here and add it to asking price.
Asking price for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Now we come back to a challenge, which is a custom object, which is called offer. You guys did that? All right. Come on. Let's do it. Aja. Why not? Come on. Let's do it here. It's okay. Come on. All right. Who wants to volunteer? I want one person to create this object for me. You know, we used to have a math teacher. She would give us something to do, and then she would actually throw a chalk at that person and ask to come and do it on the board. So yeah, I'm gonna start, selecting people. Come on, I want one person. Come on, I'll handpick somebody. Come on, somebody has to volunteer. Aja, Aisha. Javeen, sorry. Yeah, I'll always call you Aisha now.
Aisha is my daughter's name.
You came with Aisha. That's why. All right, there you go. And I'm not going to change the screen. I want you to go to Object Manager for me.
Yes, yes.
And start doing it from there.
Here icon.
Can wear it here, sorry.
Custom object.
Did you change the text to offer number?
Auto number?
Yeah. And then what number you have? It is mentioned there, the display format.
I did again by going differently.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do like that.
That's
I
fine.
first created a custom object, then again I got into fields and relationships, and then I did it. So I didn't use this.
You get exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm quite weak in these things. This control. So control C, control V, right? It's not copying it. Why?
Beside the display, you have the example, right? Copy.
Yeah, I copied it. I copied it.
Copy this side, copy this side. On left side.
I need to paste it, right? Control V, right? It's not working. So what we do is
You want to copy and paste?
yeah.
Oh no, you have to
No.
copy this.
Uh,
So it's command. So I know it's Apple. So
So it doesn't work like control C, control V.
command.
Oh, command. Oh, I was using the wrong one. It's just
You have not selected this, I think. Oh, you have to first click here and select this.
okay. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
actually,
I'm
you're
so sorry.
selecting this thing right now.
Did you create a new tab? You don't need to create a new tab on this one, actually. Did they ask?
No, actually, when I clicked it,
Yeah, that's why. It's okay, but yeah, we did not need a new tab on this, but that's okay. Save it.
the upper object.
क्या हुआ यार इसमें? Why are you creating a new custom object? Yes, you have to create a field on this custom object. So you have to create a currency field on the offer object that's already there.
Upper object is not a custom object.
You already created offer just right now.
Oh, okay.
Go back to setup.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, object manager. Go to object manager.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right here. No, not this. Yeah, this. Okay, you're here. Now find offer. You just created offer. You can even search it, quick find. Okay, click that. Go to fields and relationships and now click new. Now you need to create the field, which is currency. Yes.
Give me on the other side.
Okay, what's the name? Yes, offer amount. Okay. Good. Awesome.
Next.
All right. What's the other field? Now you click on new again because there's
Yeah.
another date field that you're creating.
Yes.
Okay, I hope everybody is able to follow this.
Shall I check it?
Check, yes. Yay, we got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Everybody good with this? Any issues creating the field or, sorry. Right, so we completed this. Let's go on to the next one. Relationships. Okay, what type of relationship did we talk about in this? Lookup and master detail. Okay. So what is a lookup relationship? Is anybody able to explain that? Sorry, louder?
Between two objects.
Yeah, so both are between two objects. Lookup and master detail, they both are between two objects, right? What is the difference? They're both correct. They both connect two objects, right? But what is like, okay, let me give an example. Not necessary. They can be totally two independent ones. Okay, let's see. I work for a certain company, right? So if you are on a record like Amrina, we are on Amrina's record, right? And Amrina works for, I don't know, give me a name, Microsoft. Okay, Amrina works for Microsoft, right? So we go on Amrina's record, which is the contact record, and we have another object, is a company record, right? And we want to know which company Amrina works for, right? So that is the lookup relationship. We look up for that company, we look up for Microsoft, and we enter, okay, Amrina works for Microsoft, right? Now, Amrina leaves Microsoft and goes to Google. I can change that, right? I can remove Microsoft from there and I can add Google there. let's say if I delete Amrina's record from my database, okay, I don't need Amrina in my database anymore. So she's no longer friends with me. So, but anyway, so what happens to Google or Microsoft? Do they get deleted too? No, they don't, right? They're still there because if Amrina's record gets deleted, that there are other people who are maybe still in my database which are related to Google or Microsoft. So that does not get deleted. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have another record. For example, Amrina has 5 different phone numbers, or I don't know, email addresses. Okay. And I want all of those email addresses under Amrina's record, right? So I have those email addresses under another object, right? Which is the email address object, right? So I look up and I add Amrina's email address, okay? Now those email addresses only belong to Amrina and nobody else. That means Amrina is the master record and email address is the detail of it, right? If I delete Amrina's record, what will happen to those email addresses? All gone, no longer needed because they were only related to Amrina. So that is a master and a detail record where the detail is only related to its master and nobody else. The detail also shares all the security settings of the master. If I can see Amrina's record only, then I can see Amrina's phone numbers and email address. Otherwise, I won't be able to see. But if I can see Amrina, I may or may not be able to see Google or Microsoft, right? Because that's a totally different object. I don't have to, right? So yeah, everybody got a little bit of idea? The difference between lookup. Lookup can have what do you say? Sorry, can have its own security, whereas master detail follows the master's security. Okay. All right. So here, since we are in the world of property business here, so let's see what lookup and master detail we created on this one. So let's find out what they did. All right. First thing they did here is they created another custom object which is called favorite. Okay. All right. Who wants to come and create this object now? Amrina? Ada?
So we're doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm already in the object manager.
Okay. So create.
You can use my mouse.
Oh, that's better. Okay, and then we're gonna do a favorite. And then that populates, right? Does it populate itself?
Yeah, you have to.
It should, right?
Yeah. So you write down the plural.
Okay.
Again.
Where's the
Yeah,
lunch?
before you hit save, just make sure that you do everything that they have asked you.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
they
that.
asked
The
you
launch new tab,
Launch two tabs, that's right.
which is that, right?
Mhm.
Your favorites, and just save.
Now it's gonna take you to create, just find anything for the new tab that you like to have. Something,
Oops.
anything.
Okay,
Sorry, then.
and next. And then next again. There you go.
All right, so while you're on the favorite, let's create a lookup.
Okay. Yeah.
You can most likely up this one, so. So we're doing this one, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
related to contact?
Yeah, that's
It's
what it
related to
says.
contact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
okay,
it is.
good. I thought I heard offer somewhere. Okay.
Next, and then. Yes. Okay. Next and save. And then create a master object. So we're gonna do that. Good new. Master next. And that's property. Property. That's property. Yeah, property. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
All right.
And then you're gonna go to, did you want me to go for that? I don't think this one popped up for me because that was the issue.
Yeah, you go there. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Go
then
to
I-
green.
So,
whatever again.
oh, that's what it is. That's why. I was just following that. That's
Okay.
why.
And now go to
It says go to the navigation bar, right?
properties. Let's go to properties.
And
So yeah, you can click on properties actually, not the drop down, just directly. Okay. Now open this one. Open this one that was just created.
now
Open this property. Yes. Oh, click on the blue thing. Yeah. Open this. Okay. Now go to related tab. Related.
with a.
Okay. Now you can see favorites right here. Zero favorites which says zero. There.
Oh, yeah.
Click on new.
Okay.
All right. Now you can select a contact and maybe you can write down, okay, select a contact first, somebody which is already there. Anyone. Okay. Now you can write down favorite name. What's the name of the contact?
Bertha.
Okay. Boxer space 3711 West Elm. Save.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Hold on, I'll take it from here. All right, thank you, Amina. Awesome job. Okay, now let's see what actually happened here. If you see here, I went to a property and I said that somebody just favorited this property, okay? And that was my lookup relationship. When I click this, I see, okay, Bertha has a property which is her favorite, which is 3711 West Elm. That was her favorite property, okay? Now that is what is available on my property, which is 3711 West Elm, okay? Now, if I go to Bertha's contact, that's where the magic is. If I go here and see, so that's the detail of my contact. Let's say I wanted to go to Bertha's contact. I want to know, okay, what's Bertha doing right now? I go here, I see all the details and I check the related and I see right here, oh wow, she has a favorite property. I look at it, I find out, okay, this is her favorite property. I found out, okay? So like, for example, if one person is working and the other person gets to know that client, then they can go to the Salesforce and quickly check that, okay, which ones were her favorite. Let's see, she has more than one favorite property. So they can all be listed right here, okay? So that's how this works. All right, let's quickly do the challenge and then we can take a break. All right, who wants to do the challenge now? Here. You want to come?
Set up.
Set up gears over there. Oh, okay, because I have to split the screen, so that's why.
Set up.
You can use this because this is Apple, so it needs the press. Okay, remember we are creating these on offer object. A lot of people, they made a mistake, they started creating on property object. I actually got this question. So yeah, we have to create it on offer object.
New.
Related to the property. Yes.
Master detail.
Okay. Okay, yeah, sure.
Master detail.
Mhm.
Related to property.
When you click on P, it's going to show you all the P ones and then you can select. Hmm? Okay, I'll check with you.
Then next.
New lookup. Done.
Check this out.
Thank you. That's it on my place.
Yay. All right, let's take a break, okay? And then, oh no, sorry, no, not break right now. Wait, let's finish this module and then we'll take a break. Okay, oh, we did, which one did we do? We just did this one, right? Oh, yes, that's right, okay. All right, Schema Builder easy? Okay.
It's not that long process.
Okay, so let's go to setup and it's all about what is Schema Builder. So, and I think what we probably did in this is created a few objects and fields using Schema Builder, right? So what is the difference? What's the difference between creating object the way we just created and creating using a Schema Builder? It's drag and drop, that's right. Okay, it's easier. You can we can see the design. So let's say, so I was talking about accounts and contacts, right? Just now. So I can actually do this and you can see, for example, I'll take account, contact, and maybe opportunities, maybe lead and opportunities. Or, yeah, there could be contract as well. Contract is also related.
You can also see the ones we created now, like the custom objects that we created.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's also, let's see. Okay, there you go. So if you can see here, what we were talking about, the relationships, right? You see here, a contact is related to opportunities. There you go. What is this other object that's still? That's not there. Okay, sorry. All right, so account can have multiple opportunities. An account can have multiple contacts, right? On the other hand, if you see, lead is not related to anyone. A lead is a standalone object because we have not converted it yet. It's just a prospect client, right? So if you see here, it's not related to anybody here. So there is really no lookup. Not lead, we have to convert it to contact to connect it. So if you go to lead, you won't find any, lookup in there as of now. But on the other hand, you can create a custom lookup and you can add it. But when it comes out of the box, there's nothing. So you see here, there's nothing connected. But here, if you see here, so opportunity again can have more than one contracts, right? So yeah, so that's how it is. So also if we can go back and see the ones that we just created, what were those? I think those were property. Okay, where are these? Let's search those. Offer, property, and there was one favorite also, we did that, right? Offer and price. There was a price one. The price was not there. And contact, yeah, we had contact that we used. That's right. Sorry. Okay. Again, now we can see that very clearly, how these are related to each other. A contact can do offers on multiple properties. A properties can have multiple offers on it, right? A property can be favorited by multiple people. So that's how these are all connected. And if you go to the property object, you'll find information on offers and favorites in there. If you go to the offer object, you will find the information about the property and the contacts that have put the offer in there, right? So this is what Salesforce called a 360-degree view. You don't have to go at different places to find information. All the information is right there. The lookups will be found in what we call related list. So whenever you go to a object, you see a related tab. That's where you'll find all the lookups, okay? Master detail is mostly on the record. It's not in the related tab. Okay, let's go quickly back to which one? This one. Sorry, come back here. And okay, what was to be done here? All right, so yeah, so we were supposed to do a challenge here. Where is that? No, this is the one. Okay. So what we need to do here, we need to just create a field, which is street address. So all we have to do is to go to the elements tab. It gives you, if you want to create an object, you create an object, but here the challenge is to create a text area field on the property object, exactly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a text area from here, right here, and I'm going to drop it in the property one. And here I'm going to type street address. Field name will come automatically. Okay, it says required, so I'll do it required. And I save this. The problem with Schema Builder is that you see when you create a field, then it takes you to the next screen where it tells you, okay, which page layouts you want this in. And then the next screen, which profiles is visible to. That you cannot do here because this is meant to do things quickly. So what happens is this field will not be visible on any page layout. You won't be able to see it. Okay. It doesn't disappear. Yeah. Okay. So you couldn't find it, right? Okay. On object, you cannot find it? Awesome. Let's find it. Where is it? So that is the drawback of Schema Builder. Let me show you that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, okay. This is done. Let's go and find that. It was on properties, right? If I go to property object, I should have that. What was it called? Street address. Okay, it should be somewhere here. It's not here, right? I cannot find it, right? Okay, the reason is when I use a Schema Builder to do it, it will not automatically add it to this, what we call a page layout. Again, we'll talk about page layouts in a lot detail later coming on. How page layouts are done, what are different types of page layouts, how can we assign page layouts to different record types. So that is going to come later, but I'm going to show you how to bring it on the page layout. Okay, so let's go to setup. If you guys can follow me on this, that you guys can add this to your page layout. Okay, go to object manager. Okay, which object was that? I want to see everybody is awake or not. Properties. And I go to the page layout. As of now, I only have one page layout. I have not yet started creating different page layouts. I go to my page layout. All right, the name of my field was, so if, okay. So now if I see here, these are the fields and I can see all the fields that are available for this particular object right here. The ones that are dim, I don't know, it does not have this button thing, they are somewhere on this page. Those which are like showing a button, those are not here yet, but they're available to be placed, okay? So if I go here, right? Oh, it's right here. Okay, let me save this. So if I can see here, it's right here on the detail page. Okay, so it's all the way in the end. So let me see if I save this, I should be able to see this on the page layout now. And sometimes it does take some time. Okay, it might take, this is something that happens, page layouts take some time to get an effect. So it might take a while for you to get that.
Yeah, but it's not there. Okay. I have to come back to this. Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry, okay, I have to go to this field and street address, right? And if I go here, yeah, I have to see why is this not appearing. It should be appearing because it is visible for everyone, so it should technically appear. Yeah, it is there. Anyways, there might be some problem here. I'll find out. Okay. Awesome. So that is complete. Let's do another one. Let's take a break. And then when we come back, we will start doing the module, which is lightning experience customization. Let's see how much time we have. And we'll do some here and the rest we can complete. So yeah, so before or after you come back from the break, let's have this module ready so we can start working on.